Oh, here we go. Something's not right. What am I forgetting? There's something about today. Oh, now I got it. Men should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and disposable. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mrs. White, and this is my library. So grab a mug of something yummy and settle in for some talk of books. I have taken over this channel because it is Halloween, my favorite holiday, a day when you can get away with pretty much anything. Stealing a channel, cheating at a board game, murdering your spouse. Today we're going to play another round of the TBR Raffle, a seemingly fan favorite on this channel. I don't get it, but okay. It's no plotting to poison someone. If you've never played this game, where have you been? The game's been around for 11 months. Ugh, I hate math, although I am terribly good at figuring out how many husbands I can manage to kill in a year. My average is 7. Much like the game of Clue, there are 6 slots that we have to fill. 3 of them come from pre-selected categories like the reread jar, the personal TBR jar, and 1 genre that we select for every month. For November, it is nonfiction because nothing is more thrilling than the truth. The remaining 3 slots are drawn out of the genre jar, and from those genres we pick even more titles to make sure that we have a month filled with chilling fun. Ugh, enough of the rules, let's just draw. We're going to start with the personal TBR jar. She has so many, I don't know why she doesn't read more of these. This one, I think. Oh, it matches my outfit. The Obsidian Tower. This is The Obsidian Tower by Melissa Caruso. This follows the story of Lysander, who is the warden of Glomengard Castle, which holds a dangerous secret that is sealed by wards that no one must ever enter. Lysander's job is to guard that secret until one reckless decision causes her to fight to keep the most dangerous darkness from escaping into the world. The cover is stunning, much like me, and this I know has been on Lee's list for forever to read, so I know she will be thrilled to finally read it. An excellent start. Let's move on to the reread jar. Here we go. Also very full. Let's have some fun and make it a series, just to make her life fully miserable. Let's go with this one. Feels good. Oh, also appropriate for me. Oh, amazing. Sinner's Welcome. This is an essay and collection of poems by Mary Karr that follow her from her black belt life of being a sinner to becoming a very irreverent Catholic, and her journey of finding faith and recovering her sense of self. I believe Lee read this in college and was fully moved by it. Mary Karr is a genius, of that I do agree. And this title is just perfect. I'm doing so good at picking these. Our pre-selected genre for the month of November is nonfiction, so let's find a good one. Here we go. Full jar. She must love the truth. So do the detectives on my case. Here we go. Oh, interesting. A little Frankenstein action. Lab Girl. This is Lab Girl by Hope Jahren. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. It is beautiful. This is a bit of a memoir, autobiography. Hope is a scientist who has written a treatise on plant life, but it also tells the story of her growing up in Minnesota, which I happen to know is where Lee was born. And it also follows the story of her meeting a man named Bill and them becoming partners in science and journeying across the globe to find out more about nature. Nature holds a lot of metaphors. You know, there are some animals or bugs or insects that just have a particularly fascinating aura about them, so this sounds particularly interesting. And for our remaining 3 spots, we go to the genre jar to find out which 3 other genres Lee will be reading from this month. Here we go. Just a reminder that reread, personal TBR, and nonfiction are all back in this jar so she could have some repeats. Let's see if we can have a little fun. Here's the first genre. Oh, interesting. A new genre, psychology. Here is the second genre. Oh, another nonfiction essay. And the 6th and final genre will be this I also happen to know is not a genre she likes very much, so this is fun. Contemporary. Let's start with a psychology. There's not too many books in here. Let's see if we can find a good one. Oh, Flow. This is Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience by Mihaly, massive long last name that I am not even going to attempt to pronounce for fear of butchering it, which I will do. I'm not going to lie, Lee has been watching a lot of cult documentaries lately, and so a lot of this material is slightly off-putting to her. But this has to do with finding the state of consciousness called flow, which produces deep enjoyment, creativity, and total involvement with the world around them. Basically, it's a system of ordering the information that goes into your brain. We'll see whether this actually makes the cut or whether it's considered psychobabble. Let's move on to essay. There's not very many left in here. Most of the ones that she's read have been from Joan Didion. Let's go with this one. Oh, quelle surprise. The Year of Magical Thinking. This happens to be the Joan Didion title that Lee is most excited to read. This is a year between Joan and her husband during their marriage following the death of their daughter, and the tragedy that can befall a family, and the recovery process between a man and a woman during their marriage. It sounds heartbreaking, it sounds like a work of literary genius, which, even though my genius lies elsewhere, it does sound particularly fascinating. And finally, let's draw from one of her least favorite genres, contemporary, and let's find one that's particularly mainstream, just to irritate her. Not very many in this section. Tisk tisk, let's find a good one. Nice big title, that would be good. Oh, perfect. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, much like me. Oh, manifesting with these draws. Everything here is beautiful. I quite agree. This is Everything Here is Beautiful by Mira T. Lee. And it follows the story of 2 Chinese-American sisters, Miranda and Lucia. Miranda is very responsible, she has a very self-contained life, and Lucia is her sort of free-running sister who then starts hearing voices, and Miranda must once again leave her quaint little life to go and rescue her sister, but it's up to her sister to decide if she wants to be rescued. This story has a lot to do with mental illness and the bonds of sisterly love, as well as look into Chinese-American life. Not going to lie, I think this particularly contemporary title sounds fascinating. We'll see if Lee agrees. Let's review, shall we? And then bury any trace of the fact that I was here. For the personal TBR title, we have The Obsidian Tower. For the reread title, we have Sinner's Welcome, which is the essay and collection of poetry. For the nonfiction title, we have Lab Girl, another memoir. For the psychology title, we have Flow. For the essay title, we have The Year of Magical Thinking, another memoir. And for the contemporary title, we have Everything Here is Beautiful. I think this will be a solid month of reading, and we've successfully added to the massive pile of books that she has yet to get to. This was a particularly fulfilling experience, not quite the same as attempting to mislead the police, but you know, you get it where you can. If you liked this video, this game, or me, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of what Leigh reads and the things that she writes. And I know she would hunt me down if I didn't say a big thank you to the friends and family who have supported her on this journey. It truly means the world to her, and I, for one, can't wait to see what's on the next spooky page. Now, I am off to go make sure that that awful Miss Scarlet doesn't pin my fingerprints on that candlestick that I had absolutely nothing to do with. Happy Halloween, everyone.